higher. And then what happens here? Price breaks out of the range again. And then what happens? We have a low here and a high here. So the range is moving higher and higher. So this is all going to make sense in a second. And why do we not want to take trades inside of here is because we are still inside of the previous range, right? So you have to understand this. Yes.
This is how the market really moves.
Broke higher. How do we know it's going to make another leg higher now? You have to understand, until we break past this high again, until we're outside of this range again, we have no idea if it's going to go higher. So price can come down into, like we said, it can come down into an order block, a fair value gap, anywhere in here, but price does not have to go higher and continue that trend whatsoever based on an order block, fair value gap, Fibonacci, anything. It doesn't have to. But what it does need to do in order to show you its hand, and for you to know it's going to go higher, it has to break out of that range again. So you have to understand, a lot of what people are teaching is you're taking trades inside of this previous high point and this new low point, and any fair value gap, PBR, or whatever it might be inside of here is all still basically gambling, because it is just taking trades off of maybe an area of orders. But unless that area of orders pushes price up back outside of this range again, right here, you have no idea if that trend's going to continue for real or not. And so what happens is, Sai has taught that if you can get back, if this point created a new direction and you broke beyond this point, you're going to now wait for price to finally break above that point again. And this is all you're doing. You're replicating price movements. You have to understand this. I'm going to try to go slow and explain this. You are not trying to come up with some trade. You are trying to take the trade the markets have already made. You're trying to make moves that the market's already made. So basically, when price got above this point last time, right here, price went all the way up here, right? And so you have to imagine this as a trade itself, right? This is not a trade you take, but this is a trade the market showed you. Now the market showed you that price went up to here, and I'll even draw this line on.
So
price went up to here. We'll delete this for right now. Last time that price got above this point, we went here. So when price gets above this point again, we are going here. This is what Sai teaches. You're basically mirroring the market, and you're doing the exact opposite for sell trades as well. Now here's the thing. I don't want to take too much time on this because I'm just kind of going over what Sai does. Go to Sai's channel if you want to learn exactly how he does it. This is exactly how he does it. But I personally had a problem trying to find this with my naked eye. I would do right sometimes, I would do wrong other times. And what I found to be extremely accurate and true, let me delete all of this, is that instead of trying to spot, like on the 15 minute, instead of trying to spot like in a market like this, I'm just gonna keep it zoomed out so you can just kind of get the picture. Instead of trying to spot, okay, when do I, where do I draw my lines? Where is the trend? Where is the range? It could be in here. It could be, sorry about that, it could be in here. Like the market's constantly making small choppy price movements. And if you're focused in on one time frame and you don't have predetermined ranges, which I'm gonna show you in a second from a lower or higher time frame, you're gonna be doing a lot of guesswork. And while Sai's strategy is extremely, and I repeat, extremely accurate, he also has developed an eye over the years to be able to see these things naturally, and he's extremely skilled in what he does. However, for me, I've only been trading, I've been trading 5 years, and I would say I have developed a strong eye for the market. I would say that Sai's natural eye for price is, it might not be something that can be learned, right? And I don't say that to discourage anyone, but he just has like a natural, innate ability to spot price and what it's doing. And yes, he teaches very well, but sometimes I found it personally hard to replicate. And so what I did is I said, okay, if he's basically just spotting ranges on his own, waiting for breakouts, so on and so forth, aren't candles themselves actual ranges? Candles themselves give highs, they give lows, and they give everything in between. And then when a range, like basically, let's do this. Let's go right here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. This candle range right here is a daily candle. Now, this daily candle has many different things. It has 4 different things specifically. It has a, sorry about that. It has an open, a close, a high, and a low. But we're going to focus on 2 things. Let me just do this. We're going to focus on the high of the candle and the low of the candle. Now, this is a daily candle, but it's a daily candle range. So the candle itself has a high, and now it has a low. Let's put this in the center, and it also has a low. Now, instead of coming to the markets, I don't know why I put it in the center too. Let's put it in the center. Okay. Now, instead of coming to the 15-minute time frame, for example, and trying to guess where you should draw on the high and the low and where you should wait for price to break out, you can see very clearly that this is the daily high and low, and you would have never drawn this on if you didn't have the daily candle range in mind. If you didn't go to the higher time frame and look for it. If you don't get anything else out of this part of the video, you need to get this. The daily candles are ranges, and when candles close beyond each other, that is a trend, especially on the higher time frame and then chop down in the lower time frame. You have a range moving beyond a range, moving beyond a range, and that's exactly what we showed you, and basically the line drawn on like that in the beginning when I was talking about trends like this. That's exactly what you're seeing, but when you're seeing it now, you're seeing candle ranges instead, because every move higher is a new candle. You can see that's exactly what we're doing. We're identifying trend like this, and you're just trying to catch a new daily candle, a new daily movement higher and higher, and this is what it really looks like if you just make it mechanical. And the whole point of the strategy is to make what Sai's teaching mechanical and to take our discretion out of it. If we can take our discretion out of it, it is going to absolutely be day, and this is the same thing as this. And once you get a candle close outside of it, you get a candle continuation higher. I don't know why I just did every candle. So you see right here, this candle close higher is the same exact thing as this leg higher in a trend. And so now the last part you're waiting for, and we'll kind of zoom in, I'll take this off so we can focus on the example. And then I know this is kind of confusing right now. It's going to be a whole lot less confusing when I show you on a daily basis exactly what you should do, the checklist, all of that. This honestly shouldn't be that confusing. But when you have a daily candle close higher, you're basically closing outside of the previous daily candle range, right? I'm trying to show you guys what Sai shows you, and then I'm trying to show you how you can see it with daily candles. And then you're waiting on the 3rd day now, you're waiting for price to pull back. We'll make it red. This is candle's not closed, but price is pulling back inside of the range. That is the pullback. And then you're waiting for it to flip back out, and that daily candle is basically going to have made a wick and then go higher like this. And you'll have made a wick inside of the range. Just make it black. and then we'll make a
And
screen
then
again. And that's how you
this
continue
will
trends.
go
And you're
into
able to catch
lower
this wick
time
right here,
frame.
and you're basically able to target drawn liquidity, so on and so forth, and take these trends. So Sai is teaching. Basically, you can see the blue line right here.